crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, 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 crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Out there in the city eating Western takeaways, and he packed up his guitar and tried to find a place to play, but they against his head and made sure he was, and his last thoughts were the things he didn't say. Right on, right on, right on, right on. She woke up in the morning and she claimed her JSA. She turned and asked her man if he was gonna be okay. But his cheeks, they turned a ruby red, and then he frowned and shook his head. And I'm sorry, love, I've got to go away. Right on, right on, right on.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here we go. So the Rockets win the tip. Here's Thompson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow. Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Shakes him. And slam dunk by James.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Thompson.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down.
Oh. That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
From deep, here's Doncic. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds a shot. He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Out to the right wing. James deciding where to go with it. Smart for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And it really helps Smart's confidence when he's hitting from deep. It makes their offense so much more impressive.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And so it's Houston with it, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Fires it from 18. And another basket for Houston.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James' game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having two guys like that on the court helps the whole team out." Brian, back to you.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Hayes. Kleber. And that misses. That would have put him up. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
And here's Smart. And here's Connect outside. Nails it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That first step is so dangerous with Amen. I mean, he was just gone.
Has to Connect. Here's the 3. And Los Angeles. Another 3.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's the Lakers now. Trailing by 2. So they take the lead.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
It's Thompson, high post. He's got 22. Houston working the ball around. Clock at 6. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Gabe Vincent.
And attacking with reckless abandon. Somehow Thompson able to get through.
There's 18 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pass to Connect. The 3 is up. And another 3 for the Lakers.
That's a great job setting up Connect. Put him in a position to succeed, and that's key for a young player.
And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Substitution on the court.
Şengün, the screen. And here's Shepard for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Rockets ahead. They're up. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Adams a screen. And Şengün throw it down.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail. And this is his game. He's not going to settle or try anything further away from the rim. He knows who he is.
Here's Shepard. He's got 6. And Şengün gets it to go.
And the comfort level that Şengün has around the basket is as high as it gets in this league.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Los Angeles Ball.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. And there's James from the arc. Adams grabs the miss. The Rockets trail. Here's Şengün. And the shot goes in. Şengün's got 6 here in the quarter.
And Shepherd is an unselfish guard. He's fantastic at moving the ball and setting up his teammates.
Here's James. James, a freight train coming. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
As versatile as they have come in NBA history, Durant just makes it look so easy.
How
Nolo? What he was doing? Nah, I ain't gonna hold though. That's on that nigga. That's on me. He ain't fucking with me. Like I ain't gonna lie, like bro, he nice, bro, but it's like, bro.
prolific a scorer is KD. He and LeBron are the only players ever to score 40 against every team.
That is both incredible and not surprising when you think about it. The ease in which KD puts up huge scoring numbers is nothing like anything we've seen.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. On the wing, Vincent. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Vincent's got 8.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Pass to Okogie. On the wing, Durant. Adams a screen. Fires from the corner. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic He double clutches so well.
Right, and even absorbs contact in the air, and somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. Maybe Luka's logic.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 9.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. Left side, Durant. Over Smart. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 6 points.
What I like about Durant is his shot selection. Just such an intelligent shot taker.
Back to Laravia. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. He drops it from range. Kleba's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Durant surveying the D. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Durant's got 6 in the quarter. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Pass to Aiden. Oh, Durant with a steal. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. And for Los Angeles.
Here's Durant. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Rockets on top, up 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Smart nails the triple.
Yeah, he's so much fun to watch. Smart hit that corner 3, and his teammates and coaches are all about it.
And Richard, Coach J.J. Redick coming under criticism for how he handled substitution patterns in last year's playoffs.
Look, he did an amazing job in guiding them to the 3rd seed. And look, they just ran out of gas against a better Minnesota team. Players wish they had shots back, and so do coaches sometimes.
Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money worth.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys?
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
No, don't. We already here. Don't quit it. No. It's third quarter. No. It's
Team foul.
It's James on the wing.
Oh, look out! Ruthless! How is the hoop still standing? When LeBron decides it's his time, good luck slowing him down.
And there's the call on Ben Thompson. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Doncic. He's got 5. And he lobs it up. And Ayton with the stuff.
Clearly paying attention out there. Ayton rolls off smoothly into a nice scoring position.
Outside Durant. Pass to Eason. Back to Durant. Another one falls for Houston.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Smart for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Now Şengün. Pass to Shepherd. Now Durant. Shot clock at 6. Over Smart. Durant's shot is off. The Lakers in the lead. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
And here's Doncic outside. And he can't get that one. .141 left in the third quarter. Pass to Smith. Houston working the ball around. And Houston, another three.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Doncic, no good. Houston leading by 3. Durant with it. Guarded now by Smart. And Durant with the big finish.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Vincent outside. Out to Kleber. To stop the run. Gets the 3 to fall. Kleber's got 6 points. And this game, folks, a close one here in Houston. To the wing on the left. Now here's Adams. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Outside connect. Back to Vincent. Here's Kleber. Oh, Green with a block. Here's Shepherd. He has 6. Beyond the arc. And it's Connect with a rebound. Pass to Vincent. From behind the arc. No good. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's Houston. They lead by 4.
73. The Lakers, 69.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the take, Shepherd. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, good timing from Shepherd on the drive, which is essential since he sometimes lacks the speed to beat the defense outright.
Vincent with the ball. And here's Connect outside. And the three-pointer goes.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he can close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
They grab their own miss. Here's Okogie. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
It's deflected. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Kleber. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Lakers lead by 2. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. To the paint. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on LeBron James. The free throw off from Capella. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Outside Durant. 19-footer is good.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Takes a three. Luka drops the triple.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Doncic! Oh, Doncic from way out there.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And the Lakers making a change here. Durant! No good from three! The Lakers lead by 3. Doncic. Doncic finds his opening on the inside.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside. Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
James takes it inside. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll be foul number 5 on him. Doncic outside. And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter here.
Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
Now Easton. Durant fires. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
What a big shot from Durant. This guy is the definition of clutch.
James outside. Smart outside. Here's James. Easton with a steal. Outside Durant. Now Easton. Durant draws the double. Now Thompson. 5 on the clock. From downtown. Buries it from outside.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Wasting no time. They answer with a 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to end how it ends.
Oh, the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
A total lack of awareness there. Didn't seem to know they were out of timeouts. You don't expect to see that at this level.
Grant, he just completely lost his concentration, I think. Should have been paying better attention at that moment.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And no luck that time either.
Ouch! That was a missed opportunity. Could have put this game on ice.
Easton outside. Here's Thompson. Now Durant. Let's loose for 3. Cash from downtown.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every 3 he takes now is going in.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. James. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Now Thompson. And here's Şengün. Smith outside. 4 on the clock. The triple drop.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
Here's James. Smart outside. He launches. Oh, Smart! The response!
And just a clutch 3 to settle this crowd down after that big shot at the other end.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. LaRavia outside. James outside.
2 minutes.
Outside Smart.
2 minutes.
James outside. Just 5 to shoot. Now Doncic. Can't hit it.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Easton outside. Now here's Durant. Smith outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Doncic outside. Stolen by Thompson. Back comes Houston in transition. And a one-handed slam.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
8 with a screen. LeBron! There! LeBron for 3.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Thompson.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
So the first one drops, and that ties this game up. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
That's fortunate to pull even, but you know he wanted more.
Here's Ayton. Doncic outside. Jacks up a 3. The 3 ball is down.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
Outside Durant. Şengün, the screen. Fires the 3. Doncic there for the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
On the shot clock. Kane. Oh, the stuff.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Durant, clean in the corner. KD. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And so they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
If you have to play an extra period, that's the time to catch fire from three.
And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but
The putback. The second chance effort. Connects. The jumper drops.
KD's shot selection is always on point. You want to concede the mid-range? He's more than willing to take it.
To the paint. Stolen by Thompson. Smith wide open. He fires.
3
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Pass to Robinson. Great defense that time from Şengün. Now here is Smith, defended by Towns. Here's Brunson. The three doesn't go for him. Katie with it. Thompson in the corner. Eason gets a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. Brunson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Towns, the screen. Here's Brunson. Takes it inside. Banked in off the glass. Brunson's got 5 now.
Yeah, just masterful use of the pick and roll by Jalen Brunson. Shot ready as soon as he wants to let it fly.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
That is Jalen Brunson showing you how to operate as the ball handler in pick and roll. What a pretty assist.
Knocks down the 3 ball. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here is Robinson. Stolen by Thompson. Houston moving it around. Bridges with the steal. Brunson with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. He's got 8. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for New York?
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Both teams deciding to change it up. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. Stolen away. Here's Kolek. In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Tate. Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by New York. On the wing, Bridges. Fade away. Here's Hukporti. Misses from close range.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Pass to Okogie. A 3 ball. That one doesn't go.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And stolen by Thompson. To the inside. Down low. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Bridges. And Anunoby in the corner. Bridges outside. Here's Yabusele. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Rockets on top, leading by just 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Rockets.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create make some steals in transition.
And so it's Houston with it. After Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back over to you, Kevin.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Shepard. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. The drive by Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
To the middle. Here's Anunoby. Rockets with the rebound. Here's Durant. Using his length inside. Durant.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Bridges. There's the three. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets leading by 5. Out to Thompson. Durant way outside. Houston moving the ball around. Screen by Şengün. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Brunson. Anunoby outside. Towns wide open. New York, no good that time either. Thompson with it. Oh!
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Anunoby has the open look. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Inside. Durant up top. He's got 8. And here is Şengün. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Bridges. Misses off the left iron.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Anunoby, good.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Durant soaring in for the deuce.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing here by 8. In the corner, it's Bridges. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Out to Thompson. Over to the wing. With the drive. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
For 3, Bridges. Rebound by Smith. Rockets on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here. And it's Thompson with the jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. New York, no good that time either. And we finished one half of basketball. Rockets lead by 14. And we'll be back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
3-on-3. Brunson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Sinks the triple.
We call that, folks, the stop and pop. Jalen Brunson with the pull-up J.
Now here's Durant. 10 points for him.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact. And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Now Thompson, after OG Anunoby missed from long range. He's off on that one.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
New York, no good that time either. Houston moving the ball around. Here's KD. Up and in on the layup. Durant's got the lead up to 14 now for Houston.
And Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
And here are the Knicks. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. For three, Bridges nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Bridges got 6.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Durant's shot is good.
This is where his length and size are a factor. Kevin Durant getting an easy opportunity inside.
Pass to Bridges. And again, it's a New York 3.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
And stolen by Anunoby. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Kevin?
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Just 4 to shoot. Durant gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment, you play the right way.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Right side, Kevin Durant. And Thompson throws it down.
And The instincts of KD on display right there. He sees the entire floor. I think it's an underrated aspect of his game.
Back to Clarkson. Launches it. New York, no good that time either. Rockets leading by 14. Pass to Eason. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's Houston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And it's been their run.
New York, 27.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Now Shepard. Atporti grabs the rebound. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Towns. Adams defending. Back to Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Here's Shepard. And finished off by Shepard.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Back to McBride. No good on the three. Rockets leading by 16. Here's Shepard. A shot by Tate with no one around. From outside, off the mark. Pass to McBride. Here's Golick. The putback. Out to Clarkson. Off target with his three. Shepard with the ball. There's the steal. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Shepard. Towns at the elbow. No good from 18. And so here is Houston. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Adams. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run. And they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit. Will they?
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
For your Rockets, number 10, Jabari Smith.
And stolen by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Pass to Bridges to end the run. Rockets with the rebound.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And here's Brunson outside.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
That free throw good from Thompson. That one misses. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Outside, KD. Pass to Eason. Clock at 6. And Kevin Durant good for 3. KD's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Amen Thompson.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
The drive by Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Brunson outside. Shot clock at 6. Bridges for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Brunson outside. Takes a 3, and the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Where you get that from? Grab a mic, spit one. Let me see 8 ball and MJG. You keep spitting that. Bun B, that's Texas, baby. Ballin' G, that's Memphis, baby. Short dog, that's Oakland, baby. Ain't nothing but these days. My C got, but these real still know they got to give a what you say. Short dog with UGK. Do you really wanna be like me? Spit game like Snoop and T.I.P. Pretty girls in the VIP, they came with Dre. They don't need ID. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Your mind is gone, your brain is glazed. You've been wide awake for the last 3 days. It goes down for real, don't stop, just keep rolling downhill. Crash and burn, can't stand, fall back. You're doing too much, you can't handle all that. Man, it's been way too long. Time to let the whole world play your songs. Like me, my gets around. Leave the country, come back and hit the town. I'm in Miami, New York, and ATL. Houston and LA, ask Dave Chappelle about my rich. He got it from me and made $50 million. I'm proud of you, D. But I'm crazy, you don't wanna be like me. I come from East Oakland where the youngsters get hypey. Blow it. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Too short. Up all night, baby. Album number 16. Y'all can't do that.
She bad on I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips and a son and a freak, that's my type. 10 out of 10, yeah, that's my. If you like TikTok like this, I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I girl, move your waist and wine like this. Face car valid and her body come perfect. I could be patient if it's worth it. If you want a Birkin, then earn it. Miss, we can make fire like furnace. You pull up on me in a night with a purpose, and your eye contact is flirting. You got I'm surfing. Miss if you got a bumper, then twerk it. Miss if you got a bumper, then shake it. Vibrate it, embrace it. Let's make it. First step, room, next step. I got you tryna get. If you can handle, come take it. I know that your friends like me and you hate it. Babe, they can look, not touch. Only you, and me. Homebody, I don't like party, but we can party like we at Carney. First day, palm me. Only you, and me. Let's do. She don't need honey, she already. If you bring your girls, I'ma bring my army. She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips. Listen, and a freak, that's my type. At 10, yeah, that's my. Feel top TikTok like this. I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I girl, move your waist and wine like this. She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she
with your eye, you perceive with your mind. That's the end. So I'ma stick around with Russ and be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes. Remember what the thought is. I brought all